My name is Mesha Kongondo. I work for Scania East Africa as the Driver and Connected Services Manager. In our department, we are passionate about driver training, driver improvement. There are a lot of reasons we can attribute to the benefits of driver training. First, a trained driver has got more job satisfaction, he enjoys his work, and is always happy with his performance. The benefits of driver training to other road users and the general public is, number one, it enhances road safety observation by the driver to the other road users by ensuring that he is able to respond and to react to different road hazards in good time, thereby preventing or reducing the road accidents we see on our roads. Other benefits of driver training to the fleet owner is increased uptime, lower repair and maintenance, and lower expense on insurance and other related expenditure that is brought about by road incidents and accidents. Check before drive ni procedure ambaye inasaidia sisi kama driver kuhakikisha gari ambayo unapeleka kwa barabara iko roadworthy, iko safe na kila kitu ina function vizuri. Tunaanza na visual checks, na visual checks tunaanzia kwa mlango ya driver. So ukifungua mlango unaangalia kama locks na mirrors na kioo yote inafanya kazi vizuri. After that tunaangalia bonnet, wipers, kama blades ziko sawa, unaangalia kama windscreen yako iko sawa, haina cracks, iko na documents ambazo zinatakikana uwe nazo. Then kama ziko sawa kwa bonnet utaona coolant level utaangalia, and then pia tunaangalia kama kuna leaks. Kunaweza kuwa na any leakage ambaye inaweza kuwa ni kidogo but with time inakutatiza kwa wakati ukiwa safari. Hapa kuna cap ya maji ya wiper, utaangalia level, alafu pia uhakikishe umerudisha hii mahali imefunika hiyo tank vizuri. Wakati unazunguka gari unaangalia pia miguu, condition yake vile iko, studs, rim, enough tread depth, unaangalia kama kuna cuts ama kama kuna uneven wear and tear. At the same time unaangalia lights. Kuna lights za trailer na kuna lights za truck. All of them unaangalia brake lights, tail lights, hazard lights, indicators, all of it. Reflector, speed limit, and the trailer sign. After that utaangalia condition ya fuel tanks zako. Kumbuka gari kama hii iko na tanks mbili. Kuna moja primary ama tunaita tank 1, and then tank 2 utakuwa unaangalia tena tank ya reductant ama tunaita AdBlue. Tunaangalia condition ya battery. Battery yako inafaa kukua tight, bracket imeshika vizuri, haifai kukua na shaking. Terminals ziko tight na ziko clean na it's well protected. Side mirrors lazima uhakikishe iko stable, iko strong, ziko safi, because hapa nje kabla hujaingia ndani ndio unaweza kuwa na nafasi ya kuipanguza iwe safi. Then we go to pressure pipes ama connecting pipes ambazo zina connect trailer na kichwa. Trailer ina connectiwa mara mbili. Kuna fifth wheel ambayo ina connect kingpin ya trailer kwa truck, na kuna pressure pipes ambazo zina supply brake pressure to the trailer axles. Mkono ya fifth wheel unahakikisha iko ndani vile iko hivi, na hii pin imerudi ndani hivyo. Then tunaingia kwa cabin. So I am not starting to drive in any way, so that is why you can see my seat belt is still not fixed, and I have distance because I will need to check my hand will need to be moving all across here. So I start by checking the infotainment unit. Here is where I have my radio. I can control it to the right volume. The phone connection is okay. I have not connected my phone, so it is okay. Just go back. Then here is where we have the temperature control unit. Just activate my temperature control button to keep the right temperature inside here. Then the intensity just a little, not too much, not too low. And this now is the lighting control part. So this button, when I press it that way, it means when the door is open, there will be no lighting inside here. The bulbs will not light. When I leave it that way, the bulbs will light anytime the door is open. These ones are for lighting, in-cabin lighting, to the left and to the right. This is a feature that we call the lane departure warning button. Before I start to drive, I must make sure that these buttons are engaged. When they are in orange light, they are disengaged. When it is green, it is engaged. So when I'm driving on the road and my vehicle begins to move off my lane, an alarm will go off to the left or to the right, depending on which side of the road I am moving out from. This one is for what we call adaptive cruise control button. So it is disengaged. When I press that, it is engaged. So this means when I'll be using my cruise control and a vehicle, I'm getting too close to a vehicle in front, my vehicle will automatically engage braking features such that to avoid moving too close to a vehicle in front. The benefit of that is that I will always keep a braking distance so that if the vehicle in front stops suddenly, my vehicle will not ram or not rear end the vehicle in front. This button is for number one, for traction control, as you can see TC, and it is for differential unit locking. So you can see this vehicle is a 4x6. It means it can lock two axles to be able to get more traction on road conditions where you are likely to get stalled when you are like in muddy terrain. So how to check them? When you press this button, you will see traction control will indicate on the cluster, and you can also see there is a light down there. That means I have traction, more traction now will be available. For the diff locking feature, I will simply turn this one on, and then you see on the cluster. So if I want double to lock all the differential units, I do it twice, and you see now they have both one and the second axle, both of them are now locked. So all of that, this is okay. I have confirmed it is working. Now this button here, this one is what we call a hill hold button. Wakati umesimama kwa mlima na unataka kuondoka bila gari kurudi nyuma. To confirm that it is working, I will press and I can see the light on. So it is okay, it's working. This other button down here is what we call a power takeoff button, PTO. This button is used when you have another feature installed in this vehicle, like when you're doing tipping. So you will always use this to transfer power to the tipping or to the hydraulic system that is for tipping. So for this, in this case, I am not using it, but I can only check and I can see it's also okay. Should I need to use it, it will be working. Now, this one is a handbrake for the trailer, a trailer brake. We call it a trailer brake. You use it when you are not able to use the retarder or you are not able to use the engine braking system. The reason why is because there are times when the road can be slippery and you don't have good traction, so you cannot use the retarder. You use the trailer brake to align your trailer to avoid what we call a jackknife. Dereva wanaita kuchora saba. This feature This one allows, it's an extra safety feature to allow your vehicle not to move in case it loses pressure. When the pressure is lost, maybe because your pressure pipes are leaking, or you have an incident where you accidentally, something has cut off your pressure lines, this feature, this button will be pushed up. So when it is pushed up, even when your vehicle is, the gear is engaged, it will not be able to move until you press it back. Manually press it back to allow the pressure now to move to the braking system. This is the handbrake, normal handbrake. Whenever you stop the vehicle, you must engage your handbrake. Tunaweza itoa ama tunaweza kuitumia kuiweka. Sasa saa hii iko locked, so naisimamisha tu hivyo. Hazard light button, to ensure it is working, just press it. This is the mileage setter. So when you want you want to know how many kilometers you've driven, you press it until here you see 00. When I stop, I will be able to know up to what distance I've driven. This one is to increase light on the cluster right here. Sometimes it can get dark and you need this ICL part more illuminated. So you can increase by pushing it upward just gently, or you can decrease the light here by pushing it downwards gently like that. This one here is the horn button. You do not need to keep it engaged like that. When you're driving in urban centers or in places where there are schools, there are hospitals, there are government installations like courts of law, you need to keep your horn low. You press it down there. That is when you're driving in isolated places, like on the highways where you are likely to meet other things like wild animals and so on and so forth. This button here is an emergency power cutoff button. Hii unatumia for emergency, unataka kukata moto kwa gari isiwe na moto yote. So you will press it up, you will push it up gently like that, and then you press it like I've done, and then you see battery master switch activated. To put it on, you just press it now normally, and power is back to the vehicle. So this is the charging point. So if in case you have your phone, you can charge from here. Always make sure that you look. We have two charging points here. There is one over there for 24 volts. Always ensure that you use the 12 volts. When you use the wrong port, you can cause fire inside your truck. This is the odometer, and this is where you will, when you're doing your in-cabin inspection, all those inspections are done from here.